Hello everyone. I'm looking at mental health crisis. I'm looking at what is going on at the moment in other parts of the world. I am thinking, really hoping that someday things are going to get better for the people or mental health patients out in Africa. I will take a particular example to Cameroon, which is my country where I was born, and I have traveled now and again to visit and to see what goes on there. And sometimes there's a bit of jealousy in me. There's a bit of, I just dream that one day our Cameroon mental health situation will also improve. I know that when you listen to history or when you talk to people, they always say to you, Britain did not have, or the UK or Europe did not have the facilities. It was not easier to accept or for the people with mental health to have the facilities they have today in Britain, because they are in hospitals, they are in at least accommodations where they are being looked after, there is medication. But this might come to you as a big shock for those who do not travel to Africa. But in Cameroon in 2000, as early as 2014, I got to realize that some people still think that mental health cannot be controlled. And when we are looking at sicknesses, people do not even realize that mental health illness is any form of illness like our malaria, typhoid, cough, catarrh, headache. But we tend to have this massive stigma on our mental health people. We tend to look at them like, oh, there are people who have gone to witchcraft and they've gone there and it's curse from their family and so on. But then, do we know that it will take us time? But I know we will get there. Mental health is a sickness. This is my strategy. This is what we are working on for 2020, 2018, 2020. We do have things as minimum as depression. Depression is of different categories, but people need those things that, or medication, or even therapies that can help them to come out of those situations. But it's sad to not hear that in Cameroon is not yet the case. So if you are out there in Cameroon and you have a family member or a brother or sister, child, or whoever that is going through mental health illness, I would encourage you to start doing a research, start look beyond our country, look out on the internet, and you will actually realize that mental health has some medications. There is something, and I know in Cameroon, in Yaoundé, there are hospitals like L'Hôpital Jameau. When I went to Kumbo, I did hear of a place in Jaoundé where there is one brilliant doctor who is trying, but that isn't enough. I think our problem with mental health in Cameroon and in other parts of Africa is to start creating awareness. Let people know that it is a disease. Let us fight the stigma. Okay, so we do accept them, we walk, we drive past them, and sometimes we just give them a 20p, 100 francs or so on to buy something to eat. But how much more do we accept them? What do we look at them to be? And then back in the UK, where I've lived for these years now, even within the Cameroonian community, if I were to get up today and develop a mental health illness, how will the Cameroonians in the UK treat me? Will they accept me? This is something of years back. This is the way we were brought up. But it's time that we need to start creating that awareness. And this is where my talks, my speeches, or these little videos are just a preparatory strategy for people out there to start getting ready. Mental health isn't witchcraft. Mental health isn't anything to do with stigma. People who are with mental health illnesses were born like any of us, and they will die like any of us. They will be buried. If you cut a person with mental health illness, you will have the same color of blood that will come out from any of the people that are healthy. And we do not know. You never know tomorrow. Drug abuse, all these type of things could still cause mental health issues, but you have to be very, very careful, because you might be pointing a finger at somebody and laughing at them, and it might come to you, it might be on your doorsteps. So from this point, I will encourage my people of the African community, and especially some of us who've traveled out and we've seen how these people are treated. Let's take that back home, and I'll encourage us to look at our people with love and attention. They need that cuddle, they need that encouragement. So thank you very much, and I will be back shortly to update you more on how we should treat mental health people and way forward. Thank you.